In the months since Russia invaded Ukraine, we have seen the massive devastation left behind. 14 million people, that's more than a quarter of Ukraine's population, have been forced from their homes. And the world has responded. Countries throughout Europe have welcomed refugees from Ukraine. People from all over have offered food, money, housing, and shown enormous sympathy. But that's not the whole story. In refugee crises, there are always people who get left behind. People who are hard to reach. People who face discrimination. We need to support local organizations that provide specialized care to unique populations on the ground. In the chaos of war, women and girls are most at risk of being exploited, abducted, and trafficked. Older people and people with disabilities can't get the medical care and support they rely on to survive. LGBTQ people face discrimination and are turned away from aid. And non-Ukrainians, particularly those of color, who are living in the country and forced to flee, don't get the same welcome as others and face hateful violence. We must resource local groups who directly help these communities. They understand the populations they serve better than anyone and are positioned to provide the best services. Right now, the international community is simply not stepping up for the most vulnerable at the scale that's needed. The US, the EU, and international organizations must provide sufficient humanitarian funding to local organizations who are on the front lines responding to the crisis. The world is behind Ukraine in this crisis. The political capital is there. The US, EU, and international organizations need to do everything possible to make sure all refugees, especially the most vulnerable, are being taken care of. At HIAS, we rose to the challenge of helping refugees from Ukraine during World War II and at the end of the Soviet Union, and we continue to do so today. We understand what it takes to help people, all people, find and build a safe home. We're calling on others to step up and join us. Nobody should fall through the cracks.